Hi, I'm Stacy Wright, founder of CEO Essentials and the author of the new guided journey, The Experiment. The experiment came from it's basically a distillation of the last decade of my life where I've been on this journey of who am I? What am I here to do? What is life really about? I woke up about a decade ago and realized that I didn't feel fulfilled. I didn't feel like I was doing all that I could be doing. I didn't feel like I was living up to my potential. And so I started out on a journey of seeking. And so the experiment was born from that experience that I've had the last 10 years. Like I said, you guys have heard, if you've heard me talk at all, you've heard about my surrender experiment, where I read the book by Michael Singer. That's called The Surrender Experiment, where I went into life and saying, okay, show me what life has to offer. Show me, I'm talking to the universe or to God or whatever you want to call that intelligence that lives all around us all the time. And just said, show me. I'm going to surrender. I'm going to let go of the wheels. I'm going to let go of control. And I'm going to ask that you show me what life is and what it's supposed to be for me. And through that process, a lot of things unfolded and a lot of things were shown to me. And it was a very interesting and magical journey. I do plan to write about it one day. But for now, what I've done is I've taken all of the really important pieces of that journey and put it together into a compilation of what I call the experiment. Because what the experiment, the 90-day guided journey, is meant to do, it's to lay a foundation for the people that come through it, for them to be authentic and for them to have their own experiment with life. We are going through some very challenging times in life. We're just, the world around us is a lot of the systems that we have that have worked in the past aren't working anymore. We just went through a massive pandemic. There's a lot of change on the horizon, and it seems to be happening a lot quicker than we can keep up. So what this experiment process will do for each individual is it will give you a pathway, a foundation with which for you to then launch your own experiment and have God show you, or have the universe show you, or have life show you what is correct and true for you on your journey. So this is not a how-to course. I'm not going to tell you how to do anything. What I'm going to show you and guide you and walk you through is a process of finding out who you are authentically and then giving you tools with which you can be your authentic self in the world that doesn't support you being your authentic self. So this basically gives you the foundational pieces to be authentic, to be autonomous, which means you govern yourself, that you direct yourself, and it's between you and God. You have a connection with God or the universe or whatever you want to call it, that you can tap into and connect with, so that you can live in a way that is autonomous. And what I mean by autonomous means self-governing. What that means is that you can govern yourself, you can govern your own emotions, you can govern your own being, mind, body, and soul, in spite of what the world is doing around you. So that's what I mean by autonomous. So we're looking for authenticity, we're looking for autonomy. And then the third piece of the equation is atonement, which implies that this is a spiritual journey, because it is. We can't get to a level of autonomy and authenticity, I don't believe, without some kind of spiritual basis. And it will strengthen that. So if you have a faith, if you do walk a certain spiritual path, this course will enhance that, what you already have going. If you don't have a practice, this will introduce you to a practice, and then you can take it from there. So this 90-day experiment will set you up. The things that we cover in this, we cover the surrender experiment by Michael Singer, because I think that was a very important part of the journey. We cover human design, which is an intelligent system that tells us a little bit more. It gives us more information about us. So we get some information about ourselves and how we're designed to interact with the energy. It's kind of like the Enneagram in a certain way, but it goes a lot more specific to each individual, and it's based on your personal time and date of birth. So it's very specific to each individual. Then we talk about the creation formula, which is how the creation works, how we are creating in our lives every day and learning about how we're creating so that we can create with more intention and with more purpose and have more satisfaction from that and fulfillment. And then the fourth piece that we talk about is intentions. And that is, how do we know that our minds are super powerful, but how do we use that power in a way that is productive and that is helpful for us? And so we take learning about how we set intentions. That's how we can use the power of the mind. So we learn about how we can use the power of the mind. So with those four key components, each member will walk away from this journey with more clarity of who they are, with more confidence in who they are, with the tools in their tool belt that will allow them to continue on this journey of authenticity and autonomy and go out into the world and have a direct connection with this intelligent life force that lives all around us so that we can create more intentionally and more purposefully, so that we can fulfill our potential with greater power, ease, and joy. So I hope you will join me. This is guaranteed to be a ride like you've never had ever before. This information is not out there in this way and put in this way that's easily digestible, that's easily integrated, so that you can actually take this information and it will change your perspective. It changes the way you interact with life. And so, so that's the experiment in a nutshell, what it's about, what it's for. And I am so looking forward to getting to know you and to walking side by side with you on this journey into your own personal autonomy and authenticity and confidence and clarity, so that you can bring what it is that you have to bring to the world, that you can bring it with power, ease, and joy.